Hello everybody, how are you all doing once again? It's me, Genie the Wizard. I'm here once again, you all lovely people and earth beings and spirit angels and guides, guardians, and funky, awesome, celestial, wondrous people watching my video, or whoever you are. Maybe you're just a regular human being. I don't know. Maybe, but at least I have the Selenite wand. I'm clearing out all of that bad, negative, evil, eye, energy, and bad negative energy. Go away now. Okay. I got the Selenite wand, and man, I've never started a video like that before. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling. I like to just be random sometimes. You know the deal. I bring the good vibes only, and but I like to be real though. I like to give you good advice, sound advice, help you get your life together, even though I'm just a 23-year-old who's trying to figure it out too. But the reason why I'm here is because there is value in all of us, whether you're spiritual or not, whether you feel like you got something to say, whether you feel like you have knowledge or you're the most educated or you're not. If you got something to say, if you got some passion, baby, we're here to say it. And we're here to express ourselves, okay? Just like Madonna said, if you respect yourself, express yourself. Know how to express yourself. And with all this Aries energy lately, with the Saturn and the Neptune, like, girl, and the sun just went over it, like, baby, like we're learning how to put ourselves out there, be ourselves. Good energy, good vibes today. Wow, and I haven't even pulled any cards yet or done anything. But we're here to just, you know the deal. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we've got some classic tarot, 78 cards, and then we've got the two oracle decks, got some Prism Oracle, colorful deck, and then the Divine Abundance, just to get some good old messages, whatever you need to know at the moment. Okay, let's see what we need to hear. We have got Moon in Virgo in the 11th house, being very picky, very picky about who we're letting in our circle. And okay, the 5th house is opposite the 11th house. So if the 5th house is what we're doing to express ourselves creatively, like our own authenticity, like our own selves, like we know this is us, the 11th house would be on an ensemble kind of way. How is the collective, how are we all, when we all are ourselves as one big group, how does that all kind of fit and work together? How do we all get shit done? You're being very discerning and very decisive, health wise, very eliminating the toxicity when it comes to your friend groups and who you're surrounding yourself with, when it comes to who's actually going to take you to where you see your ambitions and goals. Because the 11th house, that could be how you're achieving your future goals, the future goals of humanity. The 11th house, that's that Aquarian energy. That's something new that all of us can achieve together. Learning to open your heart, learning to work with people, collaboration and energy here. But with the moon here, there's a certain emotional trigger that's been coming up lately, and also maybe a dream happened for you recently, or maybe you're thinking about it before you go to bed. But it's more so of an emotional trigger. Something that is being made clear to you, where you feel like, okay, I'm starting to need to really cut out, really be discerning when it comes to where I see myself in the future and how am I going to get there. Because, the future needs something new. It needs collaboration. You can't just get there on your own. You need other people to get there. So you're figuring out how you're going to do that. That's the vibes. So anyway, let's see this classic tarot and see some good vibes, or whatever message that spirit can please give us and what we'll need to know. Ooh. We've got the Tower, but it's sideways, right next to the Sun, the Knight of Swords, and then the Three of Wands reversed. Action needs to be taken quickly And I said that really slow because I was like, was that the right thing to say? Swift action, decisive action somehow when it comes to where you're going. Yeah, where you're going in your future. Because here, you see here, how would I put this? Okay, so the 11th house is right before the 12th house. The 12th house is like the very last house. So that's like completion. That's like when you finally connect with your spirit guides, the other side. You're very intuitive, intellectual when it comes to yourself, how life works, how the world works, how you connect, how you with prayer, how you have faith. How you very you know you've been through a lot of stuff. You know yourself. You know how to get stuff. You know how to get your life right. You've been there, done that. So the 11th house is like before you get to that point, the 11th house is where you realize how you ultimately achieve your goals, your wishes, your dreams. And then before that was the 10th house, so it was the actual structure to actual get the actual shit that matters. So it's like your actual money, finances, getting a good family, leaving behind a good legacy, a good image for yourself for the future when you die, building something that's long lasting, a good structure, a good legacy. So naturally, in between those two houses, I know I describe things weird, but it's the best way I understand it, and maybe it can help someone understand it too. Is that 11th house is that place where it's like leave a little room up for like um, magic. Leave a little room for magic, for something new to occur, something unexpected, and that magic is something innovative, something that you can achieve your dreams in the way that you didn't know they could occur. Because I remember when 11th house stuff happened for me, when a full moon happened in my 11th house, it's like something very magical, a dream that I've always wanted to happen happened, but it didn't happen in the way that it happened, and it didn't actually have a structure, it didn't actually come true, but progress was made on that dream. So dreams, and it's funny because the moon's here too, you know that you need, there's emotionally, it's very clear to you that it's necessity, that you need to take actions on your dreams to set yourself up for a good future, to where you can see yourself actually having good networks, good surroundings, um, career wise, family wise, friend wise. Because right now it is so hard to move forward even to the next step. Or it's about the structure of it all. You're realizing, whoa, 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 something's like, there's a shift going on, you're sensing it. And has to deal with your actual immediate next step because there is a decision that needs to be made swiftly when it comes to who or who not you're allowing, when it comes to either getting your dreams, networking, achieving your goals and your future, things that you didn't know could happen but really could work out for you. Being swift, being decisive. This is or this isn't good for me. This is or this isn't toxic. Please, Spirit, what else could we get to just help us? Just a little more energy. Queen of Swords, yep. Swift, decisive action. 11th house, that Aquarius energy too. She knows what's best in the end. No bullshit, kind of detached. This requires a little bit of detachment, a little bit of... You're good at analysis, I feel. There's a lot of understanding about a situation. Almost hyper awareness, but it's a good hyper awareness because it's required. But this Three of Wands reversed. Spirit, what's this? What's the issue? What's the issue, Spirit? What can we know more about the Three of Wands reversed, about the Tower? The Empress reversed. Okay. You're not in tune with your inner femininity. being able to be in touch with the abundance, the natural flow, the natural water, the natural gifts of the universe. Or you could be out of touch with exactly how to care for yourself in the proper ways that allow for you to best receive. What else can we know more? Just spirit about this tower. What is 10 of Wands? There's a burden that you can't quite see. It's hard to see because it's kind of, you're surrounded by it. You're encapsulated by it. I mean, how could you even expect to see it if it's just, you're surrounded by all of it? Like, holy, you know. Let's see here. I could be talking to someone here, and I know that this is. It's giving. You feel trapped by literally everything around you. It could be, and I'm just being honest with here, it could be like someone who either has like a lot of immediate family members or is trapped in a certain living situation where they have to live somewhere. You could be a minor forced to live with your family even though you know they're toxic as fuck. I feel you there. I'm sorry you're going through that. My heart is with you. And I pray that the day that you get some autonomy, that you're able to do what's best for you. So this could be someone who is in that situation, but more so, with the moon, the Empress reversed, this tower, it's whenever we find ourselves, what's on the back of the deck? Okay, Page of Cups reversed. Okay, that's very interesting. Very interesting. But what can I say here? It's the understanding of what is burden. Okay. And you may not be able to understand what exactly is burdening you, but you know that you need to do something about it. For sure. So do what you know that you can. Be detached, be swift about it, because this situation, whatever you're going through, requires a little bit of a detachment, a little bit of analytical thinking, a little bit of computation, if you catch my drift, a little bit of almost like scientific thinking. That's why it's like this, like, not really emotional, but okay, where are the emotions though? Where does that lie? The moon, okay, the moon, the Page of Cups reversed, the Empress reversed. It's okay. The saying, oh gosh, I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say is that, how do I emphasize this message? I'm just gonna say it. The universe is not gonna take care of you if you don't take care of yourself. Whether it be just straight up. And that's the thing. The universe doesn't want you to be a perfectionist. They don't want you to, maybe here and there, some situations require delayed gratification. We can figure that out. We're adults here, right? But at the end of the day, sorry about that. I know that's disgusting to some people. At the end of the day, you gotta do something. Do what you can. Because something's gotta give. Pour into yourself first so you can pour into others. I'm not gonna lie, I did, when I was picking at my eye there, I did completely lose my train of thought. I was going somewhere, and I'm sure that when I rewatch this video, I'm gonna know exactly what I wanted to say, and I'm gonna be frustrated at myself. But to avoid that, let me just say the best thing that I do know, because I was running off of that Virgo, that moon energy. Moon and Virgo. Emotionally triggered by needing to analyze, needing to get things in order, needing to be meticulous, needing to have your ducks in order. But it's digestive, being able to process things, but in a more refined way, refining things and then cutting out things that don't need, cutting out the toxicity. Virgo's the digestive system. What does the digestive system do? It literally processes the nutrition, gives it to your body, and then wastes the waste. That's what you're doing right now. You're being emotionally called to do that. It's a necessity at the moment. The truth can't be hidden from no longer, and it's hard to understand the burden exactly. And that's the thing. When tower moments happen, and that's the thing, it's like, okay, this tower energy, you can't freak out whenever tower energy shows up. It just means a lot of intensity, a lot of things that may have seemed like this is going to be stable for a while, but no, it's actually changing. So it feels scary, but the best way to go about it is just let it happen. But there is a lot of power in your hand, and you know that there is power in your hand. You need to be decisive at this moment to say, this is what I am going to do, this is what I ain't going to do. The flow, water energy, that feminine energy, the Empress reverse, the Page of Cups reverse, is about being in touch with what you actually want and letting it naturally gravitate towards you. But then again, with us Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, being decisive about it. Yes, I'm gonna let this come towards me. Yes, I deserve this. I deserve this enough to let the burdens fall away if I be decisive about this one thing. And then I'll finally be able to know where to go next. Because right now I feel like there's something that quickly needs to be decided about where you need to go next immediately, and things will look different very soon. But for the benefit of you and everything around you, and it just requires swift, decisive understanding and action. But that's the thing. Like, don't be swift but careless. Like, you can care because you can understand, but you gotta be direct about it and swift. Gemini and Aquarius energy. So yeah, thinking about both sides and then just doing it. Mercurial energy too. And then yeah. So regardless of what you're going through, I think that's kind of what I was going at earlier, and then I lost my train of thought, was like, be in touching. How are you being in touch with your emotions, being in touch of what you deserve, really letting it come to you, and then deserving it? Because that's the thing. If you don't take care of yourself, that's the thing. Taking care of yourself, and then God ain't gonna take care of you. If you really deserve your dreams, show God that you want it. Not through, okay, that's what I was saying. The universe doesn't want us to be perfectionists. It just wants us to display a solid effort. The universe knows when you're actually trying. Like, really. The universe isn't like a human who may or may not be able to read body language or whatever. The universe knows you. The knows whenever you're deciding something, contemplating something, thinking about ugly thoughts or having intrusive thoughts. It knows when everything happens, everything, everywhere, at any time. So it knows when you're actually trying to like work hard for your future. That's the thing. When you feel lost or if you feel like nobody understands you but you feel wronged, the universe knows you've been wronged. It's on your side always. You just got to have that faith and it will help you out. So if you have that, you're going to get out of this. You're going to get out of this. You will survive this. You are a survivor. Let the universe help you. It wants to help you so bad. And then what else was I going to say? It was like, again, it doesn't want you to be a perfectionist. It doesn't want you to be perfect. It doesn't want you to... It just wants you to try. But it doesn't want you to give up either. Yes, it wants you to rest. Yes, it doesn't want you to just throw your cards up. No, it doesn't mean you have to try hard every day and take no breaks. No, but finding that balance, whatever works for you because you know it, and actually going forward with it, sticking to it, what works for you, because being smart about it, that's the thing, working smarter, not harder. You know it deep on the inside, how your mental mind works, how your own inner computer system works. You know how you get shit done. It's gonna lead you to success. Faith, growth, and trust. And this trust card, it's like an indigo purple, and there's a heart at the very middle. It's like trusting your own intuition, starting with, you know, of course, the third eye. So when that intuition, when you get a little ping in your brain, hey, maybe this is the right thing to do, actually build off of that good energy, let it grow. Let it grow from there and actually blossom into your actual actions that you do in real life. It'll make you a better human being. Having that faith that it's gonna get better and that things gonna come full circle. Literally, how many things are on there? Like 8. Yeah, the number of infinity. So having faith that you're infinite, that things are gonna work out, come full circle, and yeah. And then to close this message off, please, Spirit, with the best of love and light, divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all the others, to follow the divine flow at all costs. So it's not, you're learning to not fight the current. Fight the divine plan that God has. Because God wouldn't want to force you to be somewhere you really wouldn't want to be. God doesn't want to torture you. God wouldn't want to place you in hell. God knows that you deserve better. So maybe you're overcoming religious trauma. Maybe there's someone here who's overcoming religious trauma. Perhaps. Maybe learning to trust yourself better. Follow your own inner light. Because your own inner light is showing you the way. You just gotta trust it. And then you're gonna finally feel like you can finally be the richest person in the world. Finally feel that divine love from God. Finally open your heart. God. Wow. Man, I love you, and I hope you know that you're loved. And definitely just, I would suggest, again, research heart chakra stuff. Wear green. Surround yourself with green colors. Incense, like rose quartz, but also green aventurine. And I mean, those are off just the top of my head, but also binaural beats or frequencies and chord cutting, ASMR, affirmations, just good affirmations from the heart. Like, just reaffirm yourself that you're worth it, baby. You know, those are things I like to do. Just some suggestions, you know, things that I like to do that connect me to my heart space, bring me inner peace, but also help me trust yourself. Could be throat chakra too, you know, actually saying it, meaning it, and believing in it. So yeah, don't want to make this video too long, but that's what's going on, is that you're learning to trust yourself, have that faith, to actually put yourself in good surroundings with not only the universe, but yourself and everything around you. And to actually take that next step forward, even if it feels like, wow, I can't take a single step forward, but doing what you can, when you can, even if the universe feels like it has other plans, but, you know, knowing that having that trust in the faith that yes, the plan or whatever way it's going, it's gonna get me really to where I want to be. Because maybe it just seems scary, but it really isn't at the end of the day. Okay, I love you, I have faith in you, and I know that you'll hang in there and be strong, okay? I love you. Stay positive, stay beautiful, because you're so beautiful. Okay, I love you. See you next time, guys. Bye.